The mother-in-law is very aware that her daughter-in-law has advanced colon cancer, but she still makes a lot of greasy food every day. Why? Because the earlier the daughter-in-law dies, the earlier she and her son can profit from high life insurance. But what surprised them was, my daughter-in-law ate with relish and showed no signs of discomfort. She even poured herself a few glasses of 80-degree liquor. This is one of the most taboo things for cancer patients. However, she didn't happen anything. On the contrary, it was the mother-in-law who suddenly doubled in pain. She thought she had food poisoning, but she didn't realize that the real cancer patient was not her daughter-in-law, but her. A few days ago, my daughter-in-law took my mother-in-law for a checkup and found out that she had advanced cancer. The treatment cost is about 500,000 yuan. This news surprised my daughter-in-law greatly. That money was hard-earned, but after some thought, she made up her mind she would do everything in her power to save her husband's mother. But the mother-in-law accidentally overheard a conversation clip from a nurse. Completely misunderstood, she thought her daughter-in-law was sick. When she heard that the young woman was discussing treatment with the doctor, she was furious. She doesn't allow her son to spend another penny. If she dies, she said, my son can find someone new. She hurried home and told her son what she thought had happened. Shockingly, he agreed. My daughter-in-law heard all of this outside the room. What broke her heart the most was hearing her husband say he bought her a new insurance policy before she passed away, just to get compensation. She was heartbroken, but remained calm, decided to tell them that their mother-in-law is a cancer patient. But before she spoke, the mother-in-law interrupted her, claiming that the treatment cost is too high. My daughter-in-law tried to explain that they have medical insurance. With insurance, the treatment only costs about 200,000 yuan, and the chances of success are very high. Nevertheless, the mother-in-law refused to listen, still insisting, there is no need to spend so much money on my daughter-in-law. Seeing her indifference, the young woman finally stopped trying. She confirmed for the last time whether they really refused to pay for the treatment. Both the mother and son firmly refused. What they didn't realize was, they refused to provide treatment for the wrong people. Grandma tried to show concern, then tell my daughter-in-law that she knows a miracle doctor. She can be treated inexpensively. The next day, she dragged her to a dark private clinic. The so-called treatment methods, there are some strange folk therapies, she proudly declared. She has already prepaid 10 full treatment sessions, each costing 500 yuan. I have found the best doctor for you, she said proudly. My daughter-in-law smiled and insisted that my mother-in-law try first. The panicked old woman refused. But before she reacted, this young woman pushed her onto the treatment table. I used this painful medication myself. My mother-in-law screamed in pain. But the daughter-in-law is not pitiful at all. She treats this woman like she treats her own mother. She gave everything to this family. In return, they conspired to kill her. She no longer plays dumb. The next day, her husband proudly handed her a life insurance worth 2 million yuan. Grandma smiled at the figure. Meanwhile, her husband is already planning her death. She must leave within 2 months. Because his mistress is about to give birth, they need insurance money. My mother-in-law was even more excited. She finally had a grandson. What they didn't realize was that their daughter-in-law had already seen and heard everything.